All right, guys, I'm here at the airport. Had a great conversation with Kevin Levine earlier, and we were discussing some of the observations that he made. I did try to do this earlier in the car, but I ran through the tunnel, and there was a lot of interference, so I want to make sure I say this real quickly. My father allowed the intimidation of computer systems. He was in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s working in the insurance business. He worked for Prudential. And my father, my mom and I, we had a conversation years ago when I was young about us getting into sales and getting into insurance with my father, kind of grandfathering in like an inheritance, right? And so both of my parents were salespeople, and my father's like, yeah, you know, these kids can do it. My mother said, yeah, they can. But he got intimidated right before he retired because he retired because technology came into being. Meaning computer systems, and he was doing the old ledgers. And I've said this before, don't let technology intimidate you, which is one of the reasons why I bring you so much technology right now, because I want you guys to understand that your job is not to allow it to intimidate you. So my father passed on the opportunity. He retires, takes a severance. Later on in life, as I'm selling, I find another salesperson. His name was Tommy Highland, selling cars. Tommy Highland was selling 45, 50, 60 cars a month for a place called Byerly Ford, with only a dealership that only did about 150 cars a month. And so myself, I actually had a client who actually was one of Tommy's old clients, and they were using Highland Insurance. And I come to find out that basically Tommy's brother was also an insurance person, and they're doing the exact same thing that we could have done as a family. What if my dad would have gone forward with that? I could have been sending deals to my sister, right, as a car salesman. And I thought to myself, man, that helped pass up my inheritance. My question is, are you going to let technology intimidate you to the point that you pass up your inheritance? And so this is the ABCs of what we're discussing. And we have to make sure we don't become those people. Fear can do a lot of things, but don't allow it to pass your inheritance. Currently, we have AI replacing people's jobs. They're going to be in trouble. And so my goal was, what was the best way to get ahead of the AI curve and everything that's happening? And that's all we're basically doing. Don't want to take much of your time. Be blessed. Have a great day. But move forward. Find your courage and do it anyway. That's my suggestion. But Kevin has spoken about how I'm giving you information for free. Normally people my stature that have been through what I've been through won't do that, and how I take the time, the courtesy. And I explained to him, I said, I always do things in excellence. So even if you don't see me moving, I'm always moving in excellence. And that's what I ask from you. Make sure that if you're going to learn something, you do it with excellence, because it's the excellence of spirit. It's the reason why we're constantly moving and growing and doing new things. God bless you all. We'll see you on the other side.